Now, in even the best of relationships, things happen, right? We end up with issues and problems and some consternation. Like just last week, when the new puppy got into the pantry because someone, my beloved, forgot to lock the pantry door. And the new puppy ate some chocolate, dark chocolate, 2 pounds of dark chocolate. And then said puppy had to go to the doggy emergency room at midnight for 2 hours to get the chocolate removed from her stomach, to the tune of $347. And I'm sure you're probably concerned about that situation, and I appreciate that, but I'm okay. Now, when I think about that and the concept of business development, if we're going to achieve the real possibilities of loyal, long-term customers, for me, the support of that stool is the marketing and the sales and the customer service effort. So what's the moral of the story? People 200 years ago struggled with change. If we struggle with change today, people 200 years from now are going to struggle with change. The hot technology when I started my career was the fax machine. And I can remember the office huddling around the box, watching the paper come up and curl up and go, ooh, ah, right? As of the fall, I am a card-carrying member of AARP, which importantly means, obviously, I'm a prospect for all of you. Now, when Sophia first asked me to speak, I was a little bit hesitant because I was kind of feeling a certain way about turning 50, right? And I knew AARP, and I wasn't sure I wanted to be associated with an organization that dealt with old people. But I do find some differences, right? I mean, it's noisier. When you bend down, you have to pick something up off the ground and come back up. I mean, I'm making those sounds that I used to laugh at my father for making. Conversations with the kids are different. Yes, Bugs Bunny is funnier than SpongeBob. No, I was never bored as a kid because we had this wonderful toy we called the outdoors. And yes, my TV only had 3 channels, and cartoons only came in on Saturday morning. And no, I didn't do that at your age. Was it a big thing? No, because it's not always the big thing. Often it's the little things, right, that make the difference. So in this notion of business development, what it means to me is it's never about closing the sale. It's always about starting a relationship. I try to do this on my personal side too. Went to the pumpkin patch in the fall. Annie comes up to me and says, "Daddy, I want to get the biggest pumpkin I can find." I said, "Honey, I'll make you a deal. I'll get you the biggest pumpkin you can carry back and put on the scale." She nodded her head and she went off. Half hour later, little wobbly 8-year-old legs, come back, very proudly drops the 22-pound pumpkin on the scale. And I almost didn't mind paying $26 for a 22-pound pumpkin that we were about to plunge a knife into.